They thought I'd break. They thought they could crush me into the dirt, push me down until I had nothing left to give. They didn't know what they were up against. They didn't understand the strength buried deep inside me. They thought they could shatter my spirit, break my will, and yet here I am, still standing, still fighting, and now they're afraid. They should be. They made me this way. They underestimated me. And they'll regret it. It started out like any other fight. I wasn't the one they feared. I wasn't the one they thought would rise. I was just a shadow, overlooked, dismissed. Everyone thought they could walk all over me. People laughed when I fell. They celebrated my struggles as if my failures were their victory. But what they didn't know, what they could never have known, was that every time they tried to crush me, they only strengthened me. Every wound they inflicted, every insult they hurled, only fueled the fire that burned inside me. They made me this way. They created the monster. And now they will pay. They thought I was weak, but I'm stronger than they ever imagined. Every tear, every setback only made me build a better version of myself. Every scar is a testament to my resilience. Every obstacle I faced only added more power to my soul. They thought they could keep me down. They thought I'd just give up and walk away quietly. But I didn't. I couldn't. Not when the fire inside me was burning so hot. Not when I knew I was capable of so much more. When they laughed at me, I didn't retaliate. I didn't scream. I didn't lash out. I just listened. I absorbed their words, their mockery, and I let it all sink deep into me. But instead of breaking me, it made me stronger. It made me realize something, that every time they underestimated me, they were digging their own graves. They didn't know what I was capable of. They thought I was a joke. But now they'll see what happens when you push a person too far. Now they'll see the monster they created. And it won't be pretty. You see, I've crawled through the darkness. I've crawled through the pain, the rejection, and the suffering. I've seen the abyss, and I've come out stronger on the other side. I've been forged in the deepest fires, molded by the worst kinds of betrayals and failures. And all of that has made me unstoppable. Every challenge, every battle has turned me into the warrior I am today. The one they should have feared, the one they thought was beneath them. They thought they could push me to the edge, but they didn't realize I was never afraid of the edge. I was never afraid of the darkness. I was born in it. I was made for it. And now I'm walking straight toward them, unrelenting, unbreakable. They thought they could destroy me, but instead, they created a force they can't even begin to comprehend. I am the storm they never saw coming. I am the wrath they never believed was possible. Every time they pushed me down, I rose. Every time they counted me out, I came back stronger. They thought they could wear me down, but now I am their nightmare. Every step I take is a reminder of their failure. Every breath I draw is a victory, and they'll be haunted by the fact that they made me this way. They thought they were in control. They thought they had power over me, but now the tables have turned, and they are the ones who should be afraid. Atanar. The darkness isn't something to fear. It's something to embrace. I've been living in the shadows long enough to know that power doesn't come from the light. It comes from the struggle, from the fight, from the times when no one believed in you. It comes from the moments when you're pushed to your limit and you still rise. That's where the real power is born, and I've been born from that power. I am the darkness, and I am unstoppable. They didn't realize it back then. They didn't understand that I was learning, that I was evolving with every setback, that with every failure, I was becoming more dangerous. They thought they could control me, thought they could predict me, but now they'll see the consequences of underestimating someone who's been through hell and back. They'll see what happens when they push someone to the brink, because now I'm back. And I'm not here to play games. I'm here to destroy. They remembered the day they cast me out. They remembered the day they laughed at me, mocked me, celebrated my downfall. But what they didn't see, what they couldn't know, is that that day marked the beginning of their end. They pushed me, and that was the worst mistake they could have ever made. Now, I've returned, stronger, sharper, and more determined than ever. I'll take what's mine. I'll take everything they thought they could keep from me. And when I'm done, they'll wish they never crossed my path. Every step I take is a declaration of war. Every move I make is a statement of intent. I'm not here to beg for mercy. I'm not here to apologize. I'm here to remind them of who I am. I am the monster they created, and I will show them the true meaning of fear. They thought they could break me. They have no idea what's coming. They thought they could walk over me, use me as a stepping stone to their success. But now, the only path they'll walk is the one I carve for them. The only summit they'll reach is the one I take from them. They'll see my power, my fury, my darkness, and they'll realize, too late, that there's no escaping what they've made. They'll beg for mercy, but I have none left to give. Every wound they inflicted, every ounce of pain they caused, I'll return with interest, and they'll wish they had never crossed me. They'll wish they had never underestimated the monster I've become. I am their reckoning. I am the nightmare that haunts their dreams. I am the end they never saw coming. They wanted to break me. They wanted to destroy me. But what they didn't understand is that you can't destroy something that's already been born from destruction. They've unleashed something they'll never be able to control. And now, I'll make them regret every moment of their existence. They thought they were invincible. They thought they could resist me. But I know strength, true strength. It's not about how hard you hit. It's about how many times you get knocked down and keep fighting. It's about surviving the darkest times, the worst pain, and coming out stronger. And I've survived. I've thrived. Now they'll see the monster they created. And I won't stop until I've taken everything they ever thought they could have. I am their doom. I am their downfall. They will learn the hard way that when you make an enemy out of me, there's no escape. I am the darkness they feared, and they'll pay for the mistake they made in underestimating me. One by one they'll fall, their pride, their arrogance, it will all crumble beneath the weight of the monster they created. They wanted to play with fire? Well, now they're about to get burned. They wanted a monster? They've got one. They wanted to push me. Now they'll pay the price. I am the darkness. I am unstoppable. And when I rise, nothing can stand in my way.